What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video. Second day out here in Armenia, and I'm a little bit outside the city center of Yerevan. This is still part of Yerevan, but I'm like outside the city center. And I was told to check out a local park here called Nansen Park. Here with my family, not gonna put them on camera, but we're walking around here. Lovely weather. It's predicted to rain all day, but it rained only a little bit. Now it's just a little chilly evening out here. So just like I filmed yesterday, even in the outside of the city, it's beautiful. Like the flowers, the way out in maintain, and then we got a highway over here. I was checking out like a local mall, but it was not really that big. So I'm in Nansen Park, and here they got the bike you can rent around. And the weather's getting actually pretty nice. This is like really outside. I see a beautiful fountain over there. Even over here, they got some nice looking buildings, but let's check out this little local park. It so happened to be right next to the mall that I was visiting, so I don't think it's anything crazy, but you know, I'm in another country, so why not give it a chance, right? And see what the park has to offer. So far, really clean park. Comparing to the States, you will see homeless, you know, even using illegal activities like drugs and stuff like that. You don't see none of that here, just clean, local people hanging out. And we got regular apartment complex right next to the park, so I'm probably gonna walk straight down to see what's going on. And the weather's actually gorgeous out here. It's pretty beautiful. And it's not really a big park, but it's literally surrounded by the trees and the nature and everything. So yeah, pretty nice. And people just socializing. This side is actually pretty nice. I think if I do a detour in the side, you'll see some of the regular buildings. I might do that for a bit. So I did a little detour in the park. There are some interesting buildings. I know it might not be a big deal, but it is for me, because it's something different than what I'm used to seeing in the States. There's a lot like those buildings I used to see back in the movies. I think, you know, back in the days, they used to have like those Soviet architecture, so that's why it's pretty interesting for me. This is a building outside here once you exit the park. You got this nice looking building out here. So it's like a regular neighborhood over here. And then here's the local bus passing by. And then the park continues going on the other side. So it's literally like a residential district right here in Yerevan. So, you know, I'm staying in the city center, but it's actually, you know, a bigger city with different types of neighborhoods. So it's really good to see another side of the city. And this is literally like up in the hills, because there's a lot of hills over here in Yerevan. So I'm gonna make it back to the other side to see what else is happening. Even in the neighborhoods like this, is actually pretty clean and impeccable. So I can tell you, super, super clean out here. Then you get this over here, they got this little alleyways that will connect you to the other side. Then at the end, there's more buildings happening. So let's see if I can make it towards the other side. Here we got a local plaza that's going on in the park, and it's actually pretty nice. I'll show you behind me. They got like some monuments. It's actually like a little church. The thing is that it's written in Armenian sign, so I can't really read it, but it's this right here, and it's literally like right to my right side, so I'll show you. This is it. I think it's like a church. You know, Christianity over here, I think it's 97%, so it's really good to look at. Outside here is just residential area, and they got buildings over here, apartment complex, so it's a nice side of the city. I'm just gonna walk over here to see what else can I find. I don't think it's anything crazy, but you know, it's new for me, you know, different country for me, so it's always good to explore to see what's going on around here. This actually looks like a modified housing project from New York, but this is Armenian building. Even that local building has an ATM in the bottom floor. A modern ATM, that's really crazy. And that's actually I think one of the few reliable ATMs I can use with an American card. So I see a couple of houses right here to my right side too. But so far it's a lovely area, you know, a lot of trees, a lot of vegetation coming out. You can hear the birds. So now I'm gonna head back to the Cascade where I was filming yesterday, and I just so find out they even have like an escalator inside. You can go all the way up, but I took the big high, and there's a park in the back that they said is really nice. So I'm just waiting. This is an app called GG. It's famous here in Armenia. You can even select if you want them to speak English too, you know, English speakers. So waiting for a car to pick us up. It's like a regular suburban area right here in Armenia. Gonna wait for the car, you know, it's kind of like the Uber version out here, and probably get some views and footage on our way down there and head towards the Cascade and go all the way up. So made it back to the Cascade. I think the weather's actually nicer today than yesterday. And it's funny because it said it was supposed to rain today. But yeah, wow, now I'm noticing even better the streets. And you can see also like street art and some of the buildings out here. But yeah, so I was told there's actually a park all the way in the back, which I didn't know, so we're gonna go find out. So this is cool. After yesterday me taking the workout to go up, I just find out now they got escalators that would take you straight up. But it's okay because I wanted to experience, I wanted to have the hike upstairs, and it was actually worth it. But you see, you could take an escalator up and up and up, you know. So this is good because it helps out with people who have health conditions or elder people, so it's a good workout to go up. So I'm back out here again. Even though the weather's nice, it's a little bit like, I don't know if it's foggy or smoggy. You can't even see the mountains behind me. But let's see if there's a way I can make it towards the other side. I see a Ferris wheel in the park over here, but it seems like it's closed all the way up. And this is the view once again. We meet again since yesterday. I just discovered they had this little passage over here that you can keep going even further up comparing to where I went yesterday. So let's do it. They're renovating right here. And I'm excited to check out what is happening on top of this right here. And good thing they have the escalators because I'm taking this little bit of stairs compared to yesterday and I'm already feeling out of breath. I don't know how I climbed those stairs yesterday. Maybe because today is a little bit more hot, but the temperature's supposed to go down later. But yeah, but let's see what's going on over here. I just so discovered you can walk in that over there. Wow. Oh, they sell ice cream here. This is cool. So they literally have a couple of nice houses right here. Then we can go up the hill. Hey, like I say, sometimes you gotta do workout, make sacrifices to get the best of the best, and here we are. Going up the hill. Don't worry, the good news is it's much easier going down than going up. But wow, look at this house, how beautiful it is. So live in a nice house. I'm not gonna lie, this reminds me a little bit of La Cruceta in my country, Puerto Rico. There's a town that's called Ponce, and you go all the way up. They have like the cross, and you get a nice view of the city. So it kind of gives me that same vibe over here in Yerevan. It looks kind of like an abandoned building, so I'm a little bit skeptical. But I guess we're gonna go up on top of here to see what's going on. Wow, they even have a neighborhood out here with beautiful houses. So that's good to know. So I'll tell you in many of my videos, I'm scared of heights. And damn, going up those stairs was like super tight. I was panicking, but over here I actually feel a little bit safer going down this way. But the views are looking spectacular, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a high quality millionaire view once I make it to the top. And then this is what you get. It's kind of reminding me a little bit of Fort Greene in Brooklyn with the whole plaza like this, you know. Shoot, man. Yo, kind of running out of breath, son, but wow, it's worth it. I didn't know they had like a huge space like this. So I guess now you can walk all the way here and get gorgeous views. I'm starting to panic a little bit walking around the corner, but hey, let's see what can we find out here. So here, it seems like you're walking all the way towards the sky. But then let's see what type of view are we gonna get down here. And then, ladies and gentlemen, look at the beautiful, gorgeous city of Yerevan in Armenia. Oh, wow. And crazy that I was over there and I thought that was the highest point, and then here's even higher. Wow, this is insanity, people. But yeah, look at this spectacular view over here. Wow. Isn't this gorgeous, right? Getting all of this right here behind me. It's like literally floating out in the sky. Then over that way, the city keeps going. It seems like those are like some modern high-rise buildings. So it seems like this is like the newer version of Yerevan. And some of the buildings are still building. And I like this over here ahead of me. No war. It's all about peace. This is all we need throughout the entire world. No war. Walking over here, wow, this is really tall. And then it's surrounded by the other city right there in the back. If you could walk about, see people coming from that way. I guess you could walk over toward the other side. I tell you, this monument is actually really cool. Look at this. I've seen, you know, things like this on YouTube, television, but just to be able to witness it, you know, in real life is actually really cool. Wow, let me get a little close up to see what's going on right here. I wonder if there's anything that you could be seeing in the inside. Let's get a close-up. Maybe there is. Let's find out. So this is what you get. I'm not sure how clear you can see, but I'm not sure they're gonna renovate it. But it is pretty dope. So now we're gonna make it to the park. The good thing, there is a tunnel underground that would take us. I'm gonna Google what's the name of this park. So the name of this park is Victory Park. So I'm gonna assume it's with the victory, of the past that Armenians faced back in the days. So, they defeated. So I went to Vietnam first, which they were celebrating the 50th anniversary of reunification. Then I'm in Armenia that they faced an ugly history and an ugly past, but now it's a country that seems like it's trying to get up and, have the best. The park over here, but like I said, there should be like an under tunnel for me to get towards the other side. And I guess this is like the modern Armenia. Some new developments of apartments going on, residential buildings. And that is the park, Victory Park. But to get there, we gotta go by the tunnel. And this is the tunnel underground. So we gotta go down here. Wow, this is really cool. Wow, look at this. Graffiti, it has a little bit of a spooky vibe, but this is actually dope. Here you got the tunnel, with the Armenian flag. Not sure how clear you can see me, but it's like an echo right here. But wow, look at this I love. Love, peace, life. See, it's all about love and unity out here. So this is really cool, really dope. Look at this over here. Street art, I'm loving it. And now I'm exiting the tunnel and I should be able to enter this park over here. So, excited to see what the park has to offer. Is it big, is it small, So they even have the scooters and the bike that you can rent out here, but let's go on the inside of the park to see what's going on. This will be actually really cool. Oh, here we are. And this is the park here, pretty spacious, pretty wide, simple. Got all the doggies over here. I'm gonna call them Vladimir, Pedro. What are they doing? Oh wow, there's more over here. Hey dogs, what's up? Seems like it's an elder dog. Enjoying life? Enjoying life out here in Armenia? See you later, dog. So over here in this park, there's another type of view right here. So yeah, oh yeah, a nice breeze. It was getting a little bit hot down there, but over here it feels good. Oh, then, I don't know if it's safe for me to go there, but you can see the view of what's going on here. Let me see if I bend there. So it's literally like the whole city down that way, which is actually really cool. And here I am going, they got some rocks that protects me from the view over here. Let me see what we got going on over here. Oh, I got a couple of cherry blossoms. No wonder why I'm getting allergies out here. And here you see some of the view of the city. We were literally over that way, but this is like another angle. But yeah, pretty nice view. So here we got like a monument. Let me see if they have some English writing. Let me see, maybe over here. Oh, doesn't say it, but seems like it's a Christian, Christianity over here. This is actually pretty nice. 1979, 1989, so 10 years. I'm gonna have to Google what is this about. So literally Google it. According to Google, it says this is Afghan War Heroes Memorial. So pretty nice to look at. So yeah. And like I said, everywhere you go in Armenia, they keep this, pretty nice, impeccable, and clean. Here they got some kind of like abandoned-looking buildings. So I'm pretty sure it had a lot of meaning back in the days, Looking at this part, they got like a space of remembrance called Mother Armenia Monument. So I think it's all the way at the end. So this is literally like a memorial park right here, So, a little bit of history of what's going on. This is, see? Like I say, it's written in Armenian, so I can't really read it, but you could go to Google and check it out. And there's a huge statue all the way at the end. And they also got like a Ferris wheel that you can get on top over here. I guess you go on top and you get some really nice views of the city of Yerevan. Wow, very impressive. I know I saw this from a distance yesterday, and now I'm walking right next to it, so it's really cool. This is actually a really good park, and you do some really good cardio and hiking over here, but we're getting to the main point over here of the park. A huge statue that's actually really, really tall. Wow. They really did a good job with this. And you can see also like the developments of the modern part of Yerevan right here. So I'm gonna show you guys right in front of me. So here they got the plaza. They even have a fire over here. And this is the huge monument, Mother Armenia Monument. This is the monuments in front of me, and then on this other side, it's a view. They got this over here that you can see a view of the beautiful city. So here's the other point. Wow. How the heck did I miss this yesterday? But thanks to my stepdaughter, she recommended me, come over here. I'm glad I missed it yesterday because then I could come back and make a full video on this area over here. You can see how well paved the streets are, It looks amazing. And also see a lot of soldiers walking around here too. So, they're probably preserving this over here, taking care of this area. Wow. A lot of cars on the other side. I want to show you guys what's going on. So I'm deep down here. And a lot of trucks parked there. I guess they're gonna build something, and then part of the neighborhoods outside of the capital city. This is where you see the fire right here. Wow. This is awesome, man. So it seems like you can even go inside the monument. Not sure, I'll probably take a peek, and I'm not sure if it's okay to film on the inside, but there's a huge, massive plaza out here. Wow. I gotta tell you, I didn't expect this monument to be super, super tall and giant. Wow. So high. I'm gonna show you guys. Let's look at this. All the way up there. And then they got the Armenian flags right here, which is actually really nice. And they got like a soldier exhibition here, like tanks and everything. I'm gonna show you here from the outside. It looks actually really cool. Got one. There's another one over that way. It's really beautiful what they did here with this lovely park. And then of course, the view of the city, which is amazing. And over this side that I'm walking, it's more like an amusement park. So it's not only like a national, historical park. They also have like a mini amusement park here. So it makes sure everything, you can bring your friends and family out here and have a great day, Like I told you, like I said in my previous video, this is really an underrated country. It doesn't get mentioned that much. Not too many people come and visit, but wow. It's absolutely really gorgeous out here. The food is fantastic. It's pretty affordable too. It's not really, expensive, and there's a lot of history. If you're a fan of architecture, you will really love it over here. And then they have beautiful nature out here in this country. And they got a fountain here, combined with amusement park. This is where they got the massive Ferris wheel, but I don't see nobody riding it. This is really cool concept that they got here. And then of course, machines, you can bring your kids. I'm not sure if during the weekend this place is busy or in the afternoon, but it's a nice place. Also, the park is huge. They got a little bit more here, more monuments happening. So yeah, I heard in the nighttime, I just found out, in the nighttime more people come here. That's actually nicer. And they have this monument. I see a lake all the way in the back. So the lake all the way in the back is called Yerevan Lake. So pretty nice. And this is the lake right here. Nothing crazy, and then a little bit of the city in the back. So actually pretty nice. Seems like it's gonna start raining. Uh-oh. It's all good, I don't mind it, Tell you, the weather's a little bit bipolar here. Like it was a little bit cold this morning, then it got hot to the point that I wanted to take off my jacket, but now seems like at some parts, it's a little bit of a breeze. Also, I can see the pollen up in the air, because the pollen here in Armenia is just in another level comparing to the States. It was a simple day out here exploring, some history in Armenia. Second day out here. But I'm gonna start wrapping up my video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all. And peace.